head to the polls to vote for a number of positions, including who will be the next lieutenant governor. Joining us now is the Democratic candidate Bakari Sellers. And before we begin, Good Day Columbia has also reached out to Henry McMaster, his campaign as well, to give him time to be on the show. Good morning, Mr. Sellers. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for this fortunate opportunity to be here with you today.
How does it feel, election days, a few days away?
I'm a bundle of emotions. I'm tired. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to South Carolina changing the page and turning the page. And on November 4th, I want to make a lot of history, and I think we have an opportunity too.
Well, speaking of history, the Lieutenant Governor's office is responsible for the Office of Aging, presides over the Senate, and if something happens to the governor, you'll take over. Correct. Why should supporters vote for you? Well, for me,
we have a great deal of experience in the General Assembly. I know I'm 30 years old, but I just finished my 8th year in the South Carolina House of Representatives. And Monday night, in our debate, we were able to show a clear contrast. I'm the only person in this race who's actually had the opportunity to create a job for somebody other than himself. And for me, I think that's very important. But even more important than that is we have to have somebody with a leadership and vision for the future. My race is not about what South Carolina was or what it is. It's about what South Carolina can be. And I think that that's resonating with voters. And we're very, very proud of how far we've come, but we look forward to where we can go from here.
You mentioned the debate. Now, during that debate, you did talk about your 6-point plan as it relates to helping seniors out. And for those of you that don't know, the part of the Lieutenant Governor's office is the Office of Aging. Tell us really quick your plan to help seniors.
I got to give you the Cliff Notes version because I know people are getting dressed this morning. But, we've traveled the entire state. And number one, seniors tell us that transportation is a huge issue. So we want to come up with a statewide transportation plan so seniors can have access to doctor's appointments, churches, and other things. Number 2 and 3 focus on tax relief. We want to give tax credits to caregivers, and we also want to raise the homestead exemption from $50,000 to $65,000. Number 4 is focusing on protecting our seniors. On day 1, if I'm elected November 4th, on November 5th, I plan to be on the phone with Chief Kill, the Attorney General and U.S. Attorney, to come up with a task force to help prevent senior frauds and scams. Number 5 is strengthening the continuum of care because we just don't fund properly our senior services. And the last thing I want to do is I want to wear my purple robe in every parade, every march, and be the chief fundraiser and chief advocate for Alzheimer's research and funding. And what we're doing for cancer in this state, I also want to do for Alzheimer's. I think that we can be on the forefront of destroying that very fickle disease. But the irony in that plan is that if I tell you this morning at a Democratic breakfast and then go tell somebody that at a Republican lunch, I'll get a round of applause at each. Because that's not Democratic or Republican ideals, but those are ideals that are good for the state of South Carolina, and that's the type of campaign we're trying to run.
Several people are looking at your age. They're looking and seeing that he's too young to run for this position. What's your response to people that say that?
Well, people tell me I can't win for Indy because I'm young. They say I can't win because I'm black. They say I can't win because I'm a Democrat, and then sometimes they tell me I can't win because I'm a young black Democrat. Okay. But we just laugh, man. We feel really good. We had a very young Carol Campbell get involved in politics. We had a very young Fritz Hollings get involved in politics. But I'm not just 30 and waking up and saying I want to be Lieutenant Governor. I've dedicated my life to public service. We have served the state in an awesome capacity for the past 8 years. And I actually have 2 more years of experience than my good friend Nikki Haley had when she became governor. So we're really asking voters to give us a chance, not because of age or race or party or anything else. We're asking voters to give us a chance because they believe, as I believe, in what Abraham Lincoln called the better angels of our nature. And we can move beyond black and white. We can move beyond Democrat and Republican. And we can begin to elect good people to move this state forward.
All right, folks, don't forget Tuesday is Election Day to civic duty. Head on out to the polls. Polls open at 7 o'clock and they close at 7. And don't forget to vote. Stay with us. There's more Good Day coming up right after this.